period after the full moon. We had this full moon in Capricorn, and I hope it was good for you guys. Right at the cuspy energy, right at about 28 degrees, etc. 27 degrees, right in the sign of Capricorn, and we got the sun. Let me just do this filter real quick for the chat. Then we have the sun in Cancer, which is actually cusp Leo now. So the sun is officially in Leo. So you're probably feeling this little Leo energy. For those who are tapped into the transitions, probably feeling this Leo energy a little bit early, a little bit heightened and stuff like that, which is okay. Let's just keep the focus on going. Sorry, there's a little fly here. I'm just sitting down by the for the evening right here where I'm sitting down. Obviously, the forest has a lot of mesquites and stuff, but no worries. They ain't getting none of my blood though for shit show. But anyways, guys, Sun in Leo, Moon in Aquarius. The Sun is in Cancer, so it's not forming too much of an opposition directly with the Sun, but you could say there is a little bit of an opposition forming as the Moon transits in Aquarius over the next day or two. The Sun will be entering the sign of Leo as well, so you will feel this a little bit more as well. Um, so I say that in regard to feeling opposite towards your actions, right? The sun being your actions, the moon being your emotions, and that opposition not feeling in alignment and exactly how you feel in accordance to how you act or how you want to act, right? Or accordance to the actions that you're currently taking isn't in alignment to how you feel, or vice versa, right? So it's an important time to remember that, right? And the moon in Aquarius is how you feel towards the knowledge you've gained. And the knowledge that you gained is gained by the wisdom and experiences that we go through as individuals. So based upon the knowledge gained from the wisdom and experience you've went through as an individual that's authentic to you, you are getting ready to experience, express, and set the stage for that to be seen and for that to be involved in some way, shape, or form as an individual, right, throughout the month of August, aka Leo season. So the moon in Aquarius is putting you in a space to where you may feel like, with the opposition energy, you may feel like where how you express yourself or what you feel according to the knowledge, right, isn't isn't exactly how you want to take the actions, right? You may feel like your knowledge isn't up to par to take the actions needed, etc. Right? So that opposition to where the actions and how you feel is opposite of each other, and it plays out through the information and the knowledge that you have, right? So it's a big emphasis on confidence and courage with the Sun in Leo, obviously in tarot representing the Strength card, right? So it's finding the strength and having the courage and confidence to actually take the action and display and actually speak about your knowledge, because at the end of the day, whatever we go through, you are an expert at what you know based upon the experiences you go through, and no one can downplay the experiences you go through based upon no one can downplay what you know based upon the experiences you go through, right? So you are an expert at what you know, so don't ever feel like or feel discouraged as from expressing yourself in some way, shape, or form, right? Or that you don't have the right knowledge or information yet to express yourself. There's a difference having the courage to do that. There's a difference having the right knowledge to do that. So keep that in mind for sure moving forward. We're also trying, I believe the moon in Aquarius is also trying Mercury, which is going into no Mars, sorry, Mars and Venus, which is in the energy of Gemini. Mars just entered Gemini as well. So, there's going to be a lot of new ideas, especially intellectual property, in terms of um, shaping your knowledge, right, based upon your passions. So, what passions, motivations, and desires are you getting new insights and ideas about and around that can help facilitate and gravitate your passions, motives, and desires, right? So you're going to have a little bit of fuel or have a little bit more passion to actually want to learn more about the field that you're in. So keep that in mind as you're moving forward and things of that nature. There is some other transitions that we have to stay aware of too as we move forward. But long story short, um, it's a good thing. I love the comments, by the way. Shout out to all y'all. Just to stay on message when in terms of live is always hard because like y'all be throwing comments and things of that nature. but it's all good. Let's see. There was something else I wanted to mention too off top. But yeah, shout out to all the new people that's tapping in on the channel and things of that nature. You already know, rocking with the team and stuff like that. If y'all need anything, y'all can see the links down below and more of what we do or about myself and things of that nature down below. So guys, very important time. Don't ever discourage. This is also a time of gaining new information and new knowledge. Um, and also expressing yourself amongst a network that is relatable to you on an individual and authentic level, right? So there's a big emphasis on networking right now. So be mindful of that and networking in a way that's authentic to you. You may notice yourself networking a little bit more amongst these next 2 days, um, in accordance to how you want to express yourself, and how you want to show up for yourself. Right? Leo is self-expression and setting the stage. So what do you have in mind right now that you're setting the stage for something to be expressed, and it's likely knowledge to be expressed, or some form of community, people, places, and things, network that you can be around, for you to come together for multiple of you guys to express each other amongst one stage, right? So this can be you forming a group of like minds to actually achieve a goal in mind, etc. This can be you going amongst the community, or doing the research, or gaining the information you need to actually take the actions needed, right? As the sun is in moves into Leo, etc. Right? And while we were in Cancer season, this is getting us ready to express what we care about, right? Express what we care about. So there's a big emphasis in Cancer season about what we were working towards that nurtures us or brings us internal fulfillment, right? So what were you doing this month of July that brought you internal fulfillment, that you feel nurtures your internal state, and that what you're doing, like whatever you do towards to nurture that, brings you fulfillment as well? That's something that you're going to want to express or set the stage for expression, for your self-expression, throughout the month of August. So be mindful of that as well, because a lot of those things, this is how you catch up on your seeds, guys. So new moons, full moons, and things of that nature are very, very important times, right? Obviously, y'all can see it's a full moon in the sky. It's a full moon in Capricorn, things of that nature. Big emphasis on status, big emphasis on money, big emphasis on security, stability, practicality, and foundation. So these are all major themes, right? So with the sun in Cancer, what do you care about and what's nurturing? What do you want to create a archetype around, or a level of comfortability and familiarity around? Sorry, that word is a tongue twister. Right, to where you can express that, right? So during that month of July, what were you doing or working towards that is nurturing to you, that is fulfilling to you, right? That you're getting ready to express throughout the month of August, right? Maybe you were doing something that was a little bit behind the scenes that you're getting ready to display, to show, maybe put up on social media throughout the month of August, right? That is the energy of Leo. That is finding the courage and having the strength to put that out in the world, right? Put that up on social media, post that thing, etc. Take that action that you were hesitant on, right? So these are all energies that we're doing as above, so below. So keep that in mind, right? So when I talk about what the stars, I'm giving you guys real examples, for y'all to make sense of down here in the physical, right? For those who don't understand astrological interpretations, right? But these are all influences that play a major role on our state of being, and how we consciously act, day to day, moment to moment, right? So when you know this, you're actually able, like there's people behind the scenes, y'all. You'd be surprised who know this, who plan and dictate certain events and curation of the world, the collective world that we're in right now, that shapes certain events, that understand certain energy signatures, that understand that when there's a certain alignment in the sky, the people on Earth are in a certain energy as well. So if you know when that alignment is, you can understand and predict the energy that the collective will be at that time on Earth. So you know what I'm saying? So you have to be mindful of all that. So it's like, because you pretty much got to stay ahead of your game, right? Because you're not the only one that's doing this, right? So you wanna kind of be ahead of the game and understand the energies, so that way, when as the stars are transitioning, you're transitioning as well, as above so below, and you're planting the right seeds in correspondence to what to your world, right? To your internal world, and the seeds that you want to plant. Is becoming more consciously aware. So new moon in Cancer that happened about 2 weeks ago, right? We have a full moon and a new moon every month. So the new moon that happened in Cancer a couple days ago is was allowing us, right? New moons are obviously quieter times, but is when you don't see the moon in the sky. For those who don't know what a new moon is, it's when you look up and you don't see the moon, and then the moon starts to wax, aka it gets brighter, and it starts to wane, aka it gets darker. So when it is a new moon, guys, it is a good time to plant seeds. And when we say plant seeds, it's planting seeds of intent. So your intent around that time, a lot of things which you probably did naturally too, depending on one's lifestyle. So you could plant these seeds very naturally as well, by just by taking the actions to work towards something that you care for, right? Or work towards a new level of comfortability. And this could have been you stepping out of a comfort zone so that you can be more comfortable, right? So you was probably doing a lot of you do this naturally without being aware of what you're actually doing. But throughout the month of July, it's a quieter time because we're working towards something that we want to deem or make more comfortable than it already is, right? It's Cancer deals with creating that home, that home-like archetype, that that familiarity, right? Towards whatever you're doing, whether it's family, third house matters, or whether it's work life matters, and things of that nature. Everything you're doing is in accordance and in alignment to create a more nurturing and a more fulfilling lifestyle, right? So be mindful as you move forward, as you step into Leo season. We'll be back at again with another Starcast report. This is a good extended one. We're actually going to come again live today as well, chopping up on some beats and some music stuff. So y'all stay tuned. Thank you for everyone popping in. We see what comments you got. Pancakes, W pancakes, 100%. Peace out. Yes, sir. Ski.